yeah, the last time we were on, we talked about going to Christina's, and then we did the little podcast at Christina's, and we were supposed to come back and immediately do a podcast. But when we got back, we had to get ready for Black Friday and shop small Saturday.
Exactly.
Yep.
Did you see one of the comments on Christina's, on the podcast that we did with them?
No.
They had missed their shenanigans. And Christina said, well, we had our pearls on. We had to behave ourselves.
Yeah. So, again, thank you to everybody that came out to see us at Christina's. It was a good weekend, and we had lots of fun. And thank you to everybody that came and shopped with us on Black Friday and on Saturday, Shop Small Saturday. It was a great weekend for us.
It was a great
Hopefully
weekend.
It was a great weekend for some of you, too, because we put a bunch of stuff on sale.
We did.
And we still have a little bit on sale.
Yeah.
Well, we have more than a little bit, but some of it we took off of sale. So, and I am wearing, just jump right in. I'm wearing the sweater that I think we talked about last time. And if you were at Christina's, you saw me wearing it. But I thought I'd go ahead and wear it today for the podcast. This is the Super Simple Sweater by Joji.
Super Simple Summer Sweater.
Is that a tongue twister?
A little bit.
Super Simple Summer Sweater. And I just posted this the other day on Instagram too. So I think we talked about it. It takes 6 skeins to fit me, which was, what size did you say you did? Is it written on here?
A 42.
42. Anyway, it feels really good.
It's worsted weight.
Mom just goes on and on about how cute it is.
Well, it just looks like something you would wear, not maybe something I would knit. So that,
right.
So that sometimes is different.
She did this a little bit longer. This is really the only mod you did, right?
It's the only mod that I did.
So
it calls for a split hem, and I did this one 3 inches and the one in the front 2.
Yeah. So you used right at.
It took
6 skeins, 3 and 3.
Yep, it did.
So it feels really good. So that's what I'm wearing today.
I will say too that these increases through here worried me as I was knitting them because they were real obvious. And after I blocked it, it looks fine. But so that goes to show again, blocking is magic.
Right. So.
Yeah,
and then
I'm pleased with it.
You finished your test knit.
I finished my test knit, which is Stone
Avenue.
The
Stone Avenue Cowl.
By Tamy Gore.
And it's kind of big and flowy.
So there's lace down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is a row of eyelets. Then there is stripes.
Yep.
Easy brioche. Stripes again. Brioche, stripes, eyelets. And I think this was supposed to be variegated at the top, and that didn't make good sense to me. So I did it dark.
I don't remember it being that way in her picture.
It was. She had a dark, I think this where the eyelets was dark, and then she went variegated.
It's probably warm though, huh?
It's big, it's easy to wear. You
Yeah.
said it looked a little big on me.
Well, it doesn't like that. It was just we were trying to photograph it and to get it to show all of the different, characteristics. It was kind of hard to show.
So it was 2 skeins of fingering and 1 skein of mohair.
One contrast, yeah. And so for this one we used Better with Age, and we used Purple Cheetah, and then the mohair we used was also Better with Age,
Mm-hmm.
which is the darker.
Yeah. It was a fun knit. Not.
You finished it at Christina's.
Yeah. I did.
Where is the other thing I told you I wanted you to try on?
It's on the mannequin right there.
Okay. You gonna put it on? So this is bonjour-hi. Is that right? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Bonjour-hi.
By Espace Tricot in Montreal. And this I started at Christina's, which is a miracle almost that it's finished in 2 weeks.
It's just been a week.
Has it just been a week?
Yeah,
it was really quick. It was really quick. Let me show you what I used, because that was really what made me want to do it. So Christina had one sample, and then we had a sample sent to us from one of our customers that was also done in Christina's yarn, and we left that at Christina's since we don't carry Chelsea yarns. But while we were there, we were looking at colors and looking at different things, and Christina and I, well, I guess everybody was kind of on board, thought that it would really be pretty to do this new color that I came up with, Holiday, the mohair, with the Better with Age. So that's what we used for this. Let's move this. And I'll tell on myself, I started out doing the second size, but by the time I got to the end and was counting my stitches, I only had enough stitches and increases for the smallest size. So I don't know how that happened. I missed some increases. But I mean, it doesn't really need to be any bigger.
No.
So what I'm saying is...
I was afraid it was going to be too small, that it wouldn't come down over the shoulders nicely, but it does.
Yeah, it's really pretty. So this is a little bit lighter than Christina's, but my fingering is a little bit lighter than hers. It's not quite as heavy too.
And I think you did it at maybe a little bigger gauge.
I'm trying to remember what needle size I used, but I think I just used what it called for.
But you knit a little loose, too.
So anyway, so again,
just one skein of each.
Yeah, one skein of each. It is Holiday.
Did you have a little bit of yarn left over?
Yes.
So if you wanted to make it a little longer,
yes,
you could.
Yes.
Someone asked me that. So
if you actually wanted to make a bigger size, even, I had, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of a skein left over
but you had
each.
Enough that you could have done.
I could have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, again, it's Holiday, and this is Better with Age. We could look at other things to do it with too that would be pretty.
Truthfully, almost any two combinations of a sock and a mohair would be gorgeous together. We have learned, and this is a perfect example of it, that if you go solid underneath and you do the mohair in a variegated, that it shows off all the colors. If you do a variegated underneath and a solid
mohair, she means.
Mohair, it gives you a halo of whatever that solid mohair is.
Right. The mohair really, I don't want to say it dominates, but it definitely doesn't stay quiet.
No. Either way.
Either way, yeah.
Unless you do color on color. Like,
right, where you did the same color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I'm working on some hats for Christmas gifts, but that's really all I'm working on.
You going to show your barometer?
Oh, yeah. So, again, I think we did this on Christina's podcast, so if it's a repeat for you, sorry. This is Holiday, which I was just mentioning about the mohair. This is the colorway here in bulky. And this bulky is usually, I use like somewhere between a 10, 10.5, or 11 needle size on it. It's not a super bulky. And this is what I call the barometer hat. It's really the Vermonter, but it will always be the barometer to me.
That is a very quick knit.
Yeah, I did this also while we were at Christina's. Yeah, we blocked it one night and it was not dry the next morning, but we had to stretch it out a little bit.
I didn't have the radiator to put it next to like I do at my house.
I did add a repeat here too, just so you know, and there's more of a story, but I don't want to just repeat what we did. But Christina and Mom kept telling me, you need to keep adding repeats. And then it was,
joy.
Yeah, then Mom had to take it out. So anyway, so that is this. It's cute. And then I think on the last podcast, I showed that I was working on this, but it wasn't finished. And this is the Northern Pike by Jill Zielinski, or Knitterly rather. So you guys can see the little tree there. But it turned out really cute, and it looks great with this black pom-pom with the gray. Now this is worsted also, and this color is deco. But I think I talked about that last time.
We do have a lot of pom-poms in right now.
Yeah.
Pretty ones.
Well, you don't have them on the website for anybody to order.
I don't have them on the website, but you could call me, and we can FaceTime. I've got to where we do that a lot.
Yeah, well, it comes in handy.
It definitely does. Better than sending pictures back and forth.
And then did we talk about this?
I don't think we did.
Is this inside out?
No, but it could be. Turn it, flip it.
So this is, I was looking at the tag, thinking it was a tag on my sweater. This is the Simple Brioche Cowl by, what's her name?
Lavanya.
Lavanya. And it looks much better on.
You want me to put it on?
Yeah. Than it does just sitting around. And that took one skein, well, 2 skeins of bulky.
It's very comfortable to wear.
Yeah, and it's really warm. Again, that was holiday, and I paired it with a new color called Wing It, which is a pretty purple.
Kind of a fuchsia purple.
Yeah. But you could do it with blue. You could do it with purple cheetah and Better with Age.
You could.
I don't know if I have a Better with Age skein, but you guys know that it's Better with Age is the darkest purple, right? So that's what she used in this. So you could do that too. But anyway, it's a quick knit also, and it's simple brioche. Some people are afraid of brioche. When people say, oh, I don't know if I can do brioche, I say I don't really know how to do fancy brioche, but simple brioche, you just do what the pattern tells you to do.
And she gives you good directions.
Yeah, so it's not hard.
Tamy Gore gave you good directions.
For the cowl as well.
For the cowl as well. And there again, it's just a simple
you
two-color brioche.
You just do what they tell you to do. So that's that. If we're talking about new colors here, I have another new color that I released at Christina's, and that is Bubbly. That is this pretty peachy pink. We've got that in mohair as well. And that would be pretty done in the bonjour-hi.
Would be.
And then, of course, I did bulky in the Spice Cider because it's been such a popular color. And then we've got it in mohair too. And I think that's the only skein we have left of this. This is a new one I came up with, and this is one headlight. You guys see that? It's got a little bit of yellow and teal, a little bit of purple and gray. This is a neutral. This is down feather. And this is Wise. And it's just a gray with just a little bit of brown in it. And that would be pretty too. It'd be pretty in anything because it would be neutral for like a hat or something.
Man or woman.
Yeah.
It's very masculine.
So, I think that's pretty much it for new colors. I have Magic Carpet in the bulky too. Again, you could pair that with Better with Age. But lots of options, but it's bulky season, and I know everybody's gifting and trying to do stuff quick.
Well, with Thanksgiving coming late, I think everybody's realized that it's here.
Yeah. Well, everything on Instagram, everybody's doing hats, everybody's doing really quick things.
Yep. We've sold a lot of bulky and super bulky for hats.
Yeah. And it's cold out.
And it's cold out. Speaking of which, I am working on the Snuggle is Real by Max the Knitter.
He designs cool stuff.
He does. A little different.
Yeah.
A little different. So I used spin cycle and a DK. It calls for 2 DKs, but I used spin cycle instead.
Well, spin cycle you can kind of do that with, right?
Right. The dyed in the wool, you could, now if I would have used Dream State, it would have made it much bigger because it's thicker. But I used the dyed in the wool, and I've used it before in color work with a DK weight. So
not a lot of variegation in that skein. What colorway is that you
Nostalgia.
used? Okay.
And Deco. You start out with a provisional cast on at the bottom, and then this is just slip stitches. You fold over the top, and then the inside is going to have the Surrey alpaca.
Mm-hmm.
You double it, and
wait a minute, you double the Surrey alpaca?
Yes.
What do you mean you double it?
You hold it double.
Oh, it's not just one strand.
No, it's 2.
I don't think I realized that.
Yeah, it's 2. And Surrey alpaca is what it calls for. So that will fold down.
But you could use a mohair.
You could use the mohair, but you would definitely need to double the mohair.
Okay.
So you fold it down.
And that's going to be the inside.
And that's going to be the inside. So you do, and it's just stocking knit.
So you just keep going and going until you've got the same length as the other side?
You do it the same length as what your slip stitches are.
Oh, so not all the way down to the ribbing.
Not all the way down.
Because that's going to come over and be folded up.
Right. So this is going to be folded up like this. And then on this side will be the Surrey alpaca.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole lining, and it's been cold here. Now, I realize not as cold as it has been some places. But the thought, I remember you saying, oh, that'd be too warm.
Well, right, we were talking about it. Some of the ladies and I were talking about it, and we thought it would be too warm for our climate with the lining in it. But
the last few days, it would be nice walking to work.
When the polar vortex hits.
I've had something, I've worn a cowl every day.
Yeah.
You know, so it would be nice. Now, what I did not do in doing this fold over here, the pattern calls for a drawstring.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't do the drawstring. You could, tells you how to do it. It's easy. It's not a real
Fringe
big deal.
and drawstrings she doesn't do.
Not a lot. I usually improvise.
Mm-hmm.
So
how did you get rid of the drawstring part?
It had you do some yarn overs to make the hole for the drawstring, and I didn't do that. I just did the ribbing straight and then folded it over, and it was fine.
Do you remember what colorway this is for the Surrey alpaca? I can go see. It's Elan.
It's Elan Cloudy. Now, one of the other ladies is doing in the shop is doing.
Is this it, Mom? Boone?
Yes. Bone. Is doing.
It's hard to see it against your purple.
Well, here, you may need to hold it up then.
There you go.
Is doing this in Truth Bomb, which is all different colors. And it has a really bright green.
Mm-hmm. What other contrast did she use? You remember? You've been selling a good many of these.
I have. I don't remember what color she did. I think she did a gray. But she is using the kind of fluorescent green color for the lining. And you could use, I went kind of subdued like I always do.
Because you're so subdued.
Kind of I am.
Right, I know.
It's kind of funny, but kind of I am. But you could go really fun. I mean, it's on the inside. It's not going to show very much. And
yeah, it's really just for feeling good.
It would be a good way to do a really good pop of color and it be fun. And
it's kind of quick.
It was a week yesterday that I started this.
For you.
Well, I don't knit all day.
I know you don't. You're here working. You don't have time to knit here.
No. So, you know, it's what I can knit at night and how little sleep I need.
You don't really have any sweaters you're working on, do you?
I don't. Caitlin Hunter is supposed to release one today.
Right, and that's also done in the Surrey alpaca.
It is also done in the Surrey alpaca. I believe it's done in Farmer's Daughter, but it is the same base as the Cloudy.
So if you're looking for that, guys, we have a really good selection of Olan. We've got several, I don't know, 25 or so colors
30.
Of the Surrey alpaca. So,
yeah. And
again, I mean, if you're not sure about it from the website, you can always call Mom, and that number is her
my cell phone
her
number.
Her cell phone, yeah, and she'll
Did
FaceTime.
Answer.
No matter where she is. We were at Chelsea Yarns and she was answering the phone. Anyway, and then just a reminder, we have Chelsea Yarns coming this weekend.
We do. And then...
Are they getting in tomorrow or Saturday?
Saturday.
I knew they would. They'll leave at the butt crack of dawn.
They will.
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
They will.
Her and Nana.
Her and Nana. They'll be here. I'm sure by 9 o'clock.
9:30 or something. And it's a 4-hour drive.
Or with Christina, she could show up at 10:30 and whip it out.
She won't. She'll be here to get set up. I'm not worried about Christina setting up. And then,
I didn't mean to sound like I was worried. She just makes fun a little bit because...
Oh, I know. I had to go the night before to set up.
Right. It takes you forever to set up. And that was what I was saying is she'll
whip
in here.
Well, heaven forbid, she's done it a few times more than I have.
Yes, she has. She's bringing new colors.
Well, she's bringing the 24 karat, and she's bringing Peacock, which is a really pretty green.
Gingerbread House.
Oh, I don't know about Gingerbread House.
It's her new colors that she released on her bulky last weekend.
Oh, okay, so she's released it at her shop.
She's released it at her shop, but I mean,
yeah, because I know, Black Friday she did a whole new color thing with her bulky, and I think she's bringing the bulky and the fingering. I don't think she's bringing worsted. She's bringing cobblestone, of course,
and her MCN.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get this posted soon because it's not gonna be that long.
Right.
And hopefully I can have it up maybe tonight or first thing tomorrow morning. But if you're close and you're in the area and you're looking for something to do, of course, not that anybody has anything to do. It's December.
But it'll be a fun weekend.
Yeah, so she'll be here Saturday and Sunday. And then what I was going to say was that we've got Murky Depths coming.
Yes. The
weekend after that. So then that'll be our trunk shows and we're done for the year, for 2019.
Yes, we will be. Whew.
Now, Murky Depths is going to be here both days also, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I think they're coming for the weekend.
Okay. So, I don't really have anything else.
All right.
Do you?
No, I don't.
I'm going to, as Christina says, post everything below, link it below, on the things that we talked about. And now, the bulky... I know you don't have all the pictures up yet, Mom.
I do not have all.
But the names, are the names there so that they can see them?
The names are there.
So if they knew that they wanted holiday because they saw it,
yes, they can order
it. You can do it. It just says holiday.
Yes.
And again,
I will do my best to get those up tomorrow.
Yeah.
We've been busy in the shop and I just haven't had a chance.
This one's really a fun one to dye too. I would tell you guys if you cared, but I really don't know how I do it, but I know what to do, but there's no real scientific measurements behind it. So anyway.
Which is why it's called Wing It.
Which is why it's called Wing It. All right, well, are we going to do this again before Christmas? We're going to try to do it? I think we should try to do it before Christmas. But okay. In case we don't.
Everybody have a great holiday, whether it be Christmas or Hanukkah.
Yep.
And it's been a great year.
Yep. Thank you to everybody that subscribed. Thank you for all of our first-time visitors, because, you know, it's always amazing people that come in and they've never been here before.
I had a lady come in on
she goes.
Tuesday.
She's gonna start crying.
I'm not. I wasn't going to until you said that. Who had been in once before, and she lives in Northern Virginia. And she came and got an Airbnb and spent the night Tuesday night. She stayed here all day Tuesday. She knitted with us Tuesday night. She went to Volt for dinner.
So she just treated herself.
Her husband said he didn't want to come and drive an hour and a half to go to dinner. And she said, you don't have to. And she brought her stash. She bought new stuff for a new project. We filled out the old projects, and we worked on a couple of her things. And
that was the first time she'd been here?
No, she'd been here once before.
Okay.
So she knew what she was coming to. And she had called me and said that she was coming, but we just had a great day. Always does my heart good when that happens.
Well, we need to do your heart good. I give her a hard time about that.
Right.
That and other things too, as you guys all know. So
I give her my share. You guys just don't see it. I'm a little more undercover.
But anyway, we do hope everybody has a really good holiday, and I can't believe that it's going to be 2020. But hopefully we do another podcast before Christmas.
We'll try.
Yeah.
It's just it's
a busy time here, and
it's a busy time.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody stay warm, and if you need anything, call us. We're happy to help, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.